Doug and PA back with another live stream. It is Sunday, uh, June 2nd. Guys, it's June already. How'd that happen? Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, drop a comment if you're listening to this afterwards, and don't forget that super chat button. All donations are going to be appreciated. So we're going to talk about the job market a little bit today, guys. I've done a bunch of videos of women getting laid off and recording their them getting fired, and you can even see in the news big tech layoffs, and you guys see what's happening with all the restaurants closing. It's crazy. So we're going to talk about the economy a little bit. The first thing I'm going to talk about is, well, there was a new article written about all the men not working. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to see some women who they're talking about getting laid off. And then I have a couple of articles about Gen Z's mindset towards the job markets, like corporate America, a couple of women who decided to change their jobs for their mental health, all that stuff. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I already have Oliver Kenneth. Oliver, are you there?
I am here. Thank you. I was wondering what was causing the feedback, but I had two windows open, so here I am.
I do that all the time. So, um, um, I like to start the stream by doing current state. So what happens is I have two sides because um, I have an article from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce that's called "Understanding America's Labor Shortage," because apparently there's a labor shortage, and I believe in that because I don't know where you are, Oliver, but everywhere I go, and especially at customer service, I see now hiring signs everywhere, everywhere.
Okay.
Well, and then, but then I have a video by the Wall Street Journal that says that all the numbers are inflated. So we're going to do current state real quick. Let me share my screen real quick. And this is going to be a little dry for a couple of minutes, guys, but I always like to do current state on my live streams so we know exactly what we're talking about here. Share screen. Okay, so this is called Understanding America's Labor Shortage. It says we hear every day from our members companies of every size of the industry across every state that they're facing unprecedented challenges trying to find enough workers to fill jobs right now, blah, blah, blah. U.S. Chamber is capturing the trends on job openings, labor force participation, and quit rates. Okay, why we are in a worker shortage? At the height of the pandemic, more than 120,000 businesses temporarily closed, and more than 30 million U.S. workers were unemployed since then, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the good stuff. Right now, the labor force participation rate is 62%, down from 63% in February of 2020 and 67.2% in January of 2001. Uh, there's not just one reason that workers are sitting out, but several factors have come together to cause the ongoing shortage. The factors detailed in the next section have all contributed to the labor shortage. So according to this group, this is why there's a supposed labor shortage. Two-thirds or 66% of Americans who lost their full-time job during the cough say that they are only somewhat active or not very active at all in searching for a new job. And this is in 2024, guys. About half or 49% are not willing to take jobs that do not offer the opportunity for remote work. That is not surprising at all. More than 26% say it will never again be essential for them to return to work. Oh my God. Nearly 1 in 5 have altered their livelihood. 17% have retired. 19% have transitioned to homemaker, and 14% are now working part-time. Almost a quarter, 24% say government aid packages during the cough have incentivized them to not actively look for work. Younger respondents aged 25 to 34 are prioritizing personal growth over searching for a job right now, and 36% say they're not focused on acquiring new skills, education, or training before re-entering the job market. Sounds about right to me, guys. Sounds about right because the cough made people, a lot of people's two-income household, especially parents, because of the lack of childcare, had to go down to one, and you had to figure out how to get by on one income, and now one person in the household is like, why would I go back to work in some customer service job or some job that can't even um, pay for daycare, especially at the expensive prices now. So that is the 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 job labor shortage. Now I have this video by the Wall Street Journal, and I can't show the whole thing because I think that Wall Street Journal loves to copyright strike people. So we can listen to a little bit of it off screen, but let me show a little bit so you can see what this guy's voice looks like. Wait, hold on. Let me see. One second, you guys. Let me make sure I'm sharing the sound. 1 second. That's my thing. Hold on 1 second. Present. Share screen. Share. There we go. And let me know what you guys think about this in the chat, because he says that there are reasons why the job market is inflated right now. So let's see what this guy has to say about. I can play it off screen because I don't want to get nuked for copyright. And if the stream goes down, make sure to let me know, guys. Okay.
Some market watchers only pay attention to the big numbers when economic data are released. One of the main ones is the government's monthly jobs report, which has shown the unemployment rate below 4% since February 2022. But the historically low rate is actually masking some weakness, particularly in the number of people who are in the labor force. In December, the jobs report showed that 845,000 people had dropped out. That was the 10th largest increase in the number of people dropping out of the labor force since the Labor Department started tracking the data in 1975. Americans dropped out of the labor force in 8 out of 12 months last year, leaving the US with a net 694,000 fewer workers. The number of people dropping out of the labor force is also a reason why the unemployment rate is so low. That sounds strange, but the unemployment rate doesn't include people who have dropped out of the labor force.
Oh, what do you guys think of that? I never knew that. I never knew that the unemployment rate only includes people looking for an actual job, not the ones who aren't looking. Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I didn't
It's,
know
yeah, it's
that.
not that you. Yeah, you. I mean, yeah, that's always been that way. Um, I would like to provide my feedback.
Oh, please do. Go ahead. Let me know
I
your
do
whole
not think. Okay,
opinion on the current job market. Go ahead.
okay. I think it's not touching on one thing. Okay, as you probably have heard, because I'm on AJ streams a lot. It's like I'm in public accounting. I'm a tax guy. I'm a tax manager at a CPA firm.
Okay.
And it's like we can't ever find qualified candidates. All you have to do to start working at the firm is have an accounting degree, and those are very rare right now. There's a shortage of about 300,000 accountants. It's just it's it just it varies, from profession to profession. Tech is getting hammered right now. I know a lot of people in tech, and a lot of these postings on like LinkedIn or Indeed, they're garbage. I mean, they're garbage postings. They're ghost postings. They're scams or something like that, and they're just getting. I mean, they're just getting completely hammered. I personally believe that both of these articles don't cover I mean, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's social media. Social
Uh-huh.
media has like completely warped our society, especially since the pandemic.
So
Everybody wants to
Don't
be
say
an
the P
influencer.
word. Say the cough or anything but that. Because if you say the P word too many times, my stream will get flagged. So say
Okay,
cough,
cough,
say something
cough,
else.
or
Yeah, I
uh,
appreciate it. Thanks.
Rhonda. Okay,
I'll
ever since
take that
Rhonda
too.
came about, ever since Rhonda came about,
Exactly. That's a good
everybody wants to. I mean, it's like because I've had 5 clients come to me and say, "Hey, I heard on TikTok or saw on TikTok you can do this, and on your tax return." I'm like, God, everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody has their phones and think that they can make a living from their phones, and they can. And if they can, more power to them. But a lot of these people don't know what they're talking about, and it makes us licensed professionals jobs a lot harder.
Oliver, did you know that Gen Z is the most likely to get scammed of any group, even more than your grandma, who might get scammed by that Nigerian prince email? No, it's Gen Z because they see these financial influencers in these freaking mentorship programs or whatever on TikTok, and they spend their money on them, thinking that somehow they're gonna get rich.
Easy money isn't.
Yep, it's true. 100% true. Yeah. Gen Z is going to become the face of financial scam. And the sad part about it is social and Oliver and chat, let me know what you think about this. I've said this on previous videos. Baby boomers always talk about Gen X. Oh, you guys are lazy. My generation worked harder, blah, blah, blah. Gen X said to millennials, oh, no. So the silent generation said to the baby boomers, you guys are lazy, blah, 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 blah. Baby boomers said to Gen X, you guys are lazy. My generation worked harder, blah, 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 blah. Gen X said to millennials, oh, yeah, you guys are lazy. I think everyone can talk trash about Gen Z because of what you're talking about, Oliver. They have had Gen Z were the first group of people in the West, Americans, to have an iPad in their crib.
You're not lying, man. You're not lying at all.
Social media has done like a dimensional shift, like just sorcery, man, and like it scares me. Speaking of the job market, have you heard that over 50% of managers don't want to hire Gen Zs out of college? Did you know that?
I personally do not care as long as they have an accounting degree.
But the biggest problem with Gen Z is they're the most likely to sue an organization. When you, even with your accounting degree, when you came into the workforce, there were a couple of years where you kept your eyes open, your ears open, and your mouth shut. Gen Z is the exact opposite of that. These Gen Zs are coming into the workforce out of college thinking that they have something to say or that they know something. If you're 24 years old, 25 years old, I don't want to hear nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Nope.
I don't want to hear any of your politics.
Nope.
I don't want to hear where you came from.
Nope.
I don't want to hear about your mental health.
Nope.
I don't want to hear any of it. None of it. You're new to the workforce. You're new to the professional world. Eyes open, ears open, mouth shut. And also, you're 50% more likely to get an interview if you have what on your resume, Oliver? Try and guess.
In my field, a professional license.
No, I said you're 50% less likely to get an interview for a job if you have what on your resume. Try and guess.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Your pronouns.
I think that may change in the next 20 years. I can care less.
I think this whole pronoun thing's a fad thing myself. I don't think it's going to last
Well,
past
the
10
thing
to
is,
15 years.
that business. I mean, especially in business schools now, they always teach what is going to be 10, 15 years down the road into the future.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, also, one more little factoid about the job market, Oliver. You got 24% of Gen Zs are bringing their parents with them to a job interview.
What?
I swear. You know what, man? Gen Z bringing parents to interview. I'm not joking. I think you think I'm joking. I really think you think I'm joking. Look at this. 1 in 4 Gen Zers have brought a parent to a job interview over the past year. And roughly 1/4 have had their parents submit job applications on their behalf. It's crazy out here, man. I'm telling you.
Man, that is a one-way ticket to Clown Town.
What would you do if you came out to call in someone for an interview and they were sitting next to their mom and you heard them say, "Okay, mom," and his mom was like, "Good luck.
Get out. Get out. That's it. Get out.
It's a big fat
Nope.
That's what's going on out here, man. That's what's going on out here. It's no joke. Before we get into, so I'm going to explore this whole. You've heard about all the millions of men not working or not looking for work, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing some of your videos today too, because be honest with you, my internet has been down all day long, so I've been using my phone.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I have a thunderstorm in my area. It just let up right before the stream. Thank God. But,
Oh, I'm in Dallas. We've been getting hammered for the past week.
oh man, I hope everything's okay down
Yeah, we're
there.
fine, but I mean, like right outside my home, we had trees and stuff falling down and all that good stuff, and damaging people's cars and the roads. And our stoplights only started working today.
Oh wow, man, yikes! Yeah, because Houston got hit pretty bad, like last week, didn't they? Or the week before that, something like that. But I love Texas, man. I lived. AJ and I both lived in Texas for. Well, he lived there for 3 years. I lived there for a year and a half, and I love Texas. People talk trash. Texas is great. I've never seen more restaurants per square mile than San Antonio, Texas. Love to eat, boy. Texans love to eat. Let me say hi to everyone before we get into this video. Let me know what you think about this guy. But hold on. 8-Bit Dragon Install, good to see you. Steve M, good to see you. Dante's Inferno Purgatory, always great to see you. Who else is in here? Garrett Grant, thank you for being here. Carlos X from the bottomless pit of Portland, Oregon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Pyro, good to see you as always. And so we're gonna see what's going on. So this guy has his theory as to why 7 million men aren't working. And if you want me to stop it to give your opinion, just go ahead and give me a shout, okay?
So we've all heard the stat about 7 million men not working nor not being able to work or not trying to look for work in this current economy. But I want to offer you some context to what may have driven to this. And I will say, from the research that I've done, it may actually catch you off guard because I've seen videos where they're saying, oh, these men are lazy.
So, Oliver, why do you think there's a large number of men who are not working right now?
I really do not know. Just to let you know, I'm getting power surges, and here, in fact, it just had a real quick hiccup, but I'm on my laptop and my cell phone, so we're good.
Okay. I think one, um, uh, men had duty to, I'm not religious, but back in the day, what was it? God, country, family, community. And for the past 40, 50 years, we've heard this narrative that men ain't shit.
I mean, I completely agree. I grew up in a very staunch Catholic family, and
Yep.
I had a very different life to what my cousins that are 20 years older have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
And
because that's one reason why I'm a passport bro now.
there you go, man. Good job for you. Good job.
I mean,
Love
no,
it.
seriously, it's like my cousins. They have the life and everything. You work hard, you go to college, you do good things, and you get the white picket fence and all that stuff. But that didn't happen to me, man, because
Do you have any kids?
no, I don't have any children. I didn't have a
Oh,
chance
yeah,
to have
me
kids.
neither. Good
No,
job for you.
I'm 48. It's like I joined the army in the mid 90s, and it's like this is the whole Catholic thing, like serve your country, be a good citizen, all that good stuff. Guess what I ran into during the army and after the army? Nothing but worthless 304s.
That's what normally happens, man. I bet you could write a book on what not to do as a soldier in the army when it comes to women. Because I have a friend I work with, man. He made all the bad decisions. He joined the army and he was 20. He made a 25-year-old single mom, dude.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Married that chick, adopted her kid, bro. Adopted her kid. And just, guys, story time. Because I'm trying to have him come onto my stream so he talk about it. Are you ready for this? So she didn't work and was just like making his life hell. It was so bad that they had a fishing hole on base. He would get off a shift and go fishing for 2-3 hours before he got home to be able to deal with it. So he was friends with the MPs, right? And one day he's about to go home, and his friend in the MP's office comes in and says, "Hey man, I got to talk to you." He's like, What do you mean?" He's like, "Look, I know you. I'm your friend. So you need to go home and get a bag because you're gonna have to stay at the barracks for 72 hours." And Oliver, what does that mean?
He was accused of domestic violence.
You got it. She accused him of of
Oh yeah,
domestic of DV. So he had to spend 72 hours in the barracks, and she cleaned the whole house out while he was gone and ran off with another guy. And then not only
we
that,
had, and my
just real quick, they got divorced, and he had to pay $600 a month in child support for a kid that wasn't even his.
man, you know, when I was in, we had barracks bunnies, and one time one of the barracks bunnies went to my commanding officer saying that, you know, I was the father of her child, and she was pregnant, but I didn't even touch the 304, and
It happens.
she just remembered me. I mean, she nailed so many dudes that night. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it's just Pound Town.
Yep.
Some of these barracks bunnies, and she just remembered my face only because she saw it in passing. And it's like these 304s are just absolutely worthless.
Yep.
There was one guy in my platoon. He got married and divorced within 3 months because he met a girl down in Aggieville, stuffing dollar bills in her G-string.
Sounds about right. These military guys have it bad, man. The whole culture behind that. Oh man, you want to talk about guilty until proven innocent?
That's why
All these women have to do is go to your company commander, man, and you are screwed. So, but back to it. Like men used to have a duty. Guys, just real quick. I don't understand how women romanticize working, because Oliver, I don't know if you know this, but we're in a 70% services economy right now. 70%. Before the 80s, we were in a 85% manufacturing and agricultural economy. I think it was up until like 1978. So, and then, you know, the Occupational Safety Health Administration that does federally mandated safety conditions at work, that didn't become a thing until 1972. So, like, before the 70s and before, most 85% of men worked in manufacturing and agriculture. They worked long hours, physically laborious. How do you think the suburbs were built? And women are like, "Oh, I wish we can go out there and work." Did you really, though, when your husband would come off from freaking 12 hours at the plant? And now that we're a 70% services economy, all of a sudden, women want to come out here and take everything over. Imagine that.
I've always said that HR departments did not appear until there were air-conditioned offices.
It's 100% true, man. 100% true. 100% true. And then the freaking Saiyan level morphology of the HR department is what? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. The worst thing ever.
I know I'm going to shake up a can of worms. I don't have any problem with diversity as long as it does not affect company and job performance, especially of your coworkers.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like diversity and equity and inclusion should be a value of a company, but it shouldn't be something that's like, it shouldn't be in the top priorities of a company. I don't think it should be a value. It should be part of the culture, but it shouldn't be pushed. Like it shouldn't be an active. There shouldn't be active recruitment to fit DEI standards, especially in this job market. Sorry.
And these knuckleheads that are like spouting this BS, man, they totally forget what the number one purpose of a business or corporation is, and that is to maximize owner wealth. That's
Yep.
it.
Yep. To make money, to make profit, and to make money for the shareholders. 100% true. Yep. Pyro, how you doing today, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm right now. I'm just feeling. I'm a little low right now, but I'm good. I'm good right now.
Are you okay? You sure?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right, man.
I-
You know.
I'm just tired right now, but at least I can still talk to you guys.
All right. Well, always glad to have you, Pyro. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna finish up with last 40 years they told men they ain't nothing, and they've been empowering women. So it used to be back in the day that like bachelors used to have to be rich. This thing where like you can be 50 or you can make $50,000 or $60,000 a year and be a bachelor is new. I always say feminism freed feminism freed women up from being barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen and their traditional roles, but it also freed up men too, guys.
Hmm.
We don't look. Women can't. One of the biggest problems with the current dating market is 304s try and tell men what they should do. Real men should do this. If he was a real man, he'd take care. He'd take care of my kids. If he was a real man, he'd buy me a weave. If he was a real man, he'd buy me a car. Real men have to look. Men haven't been able to tell women what they have to do for about 30, 40 years. And now women can't tell us men what we have to do either.
Yeah, I've had a conversation very similar to that. It only lasted about 30 seconds when I told her right there, pound sand.
Man, yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I don't argue. I don't debate or anything. I just tell them to take a very long walk off a short pier.
Yep. Yep. The greatest power that men wield today is the ability to walk away. Pyro, why do you think that there are so many men who are not working now? Why do you think?
In my opinion, it's probably because I'm from Jamaica. I think the money. Well, I think the money is too low. Or like most men don't don't see the benefits of of working because I think the workplace is just truly against them because
Yeah.
the, like look, I think the females just ruin everything for you. Like you could still end up not working because of a woman,
Yep.
in
I
my
agree.
opinion.
I
Hmm.
agree. I agree. And just one last thing, guys. It's funny because women have taken away all male spaces. They just kicked in the door to male spaces. You guys remember the Flintstones where they had that lodge with the freaking blue hats? Remember men used to have like lodges and places where we could hang out? Not anymore. Even video games. Women try to kick down the door on video games. And it's funny because women did all this work so they can have, or even at work, they don't want men going on happy hours by ourselves. Women want to go on trips with men and all this stuff. But so effectively, women have their spaces and they have ours. But now they have this whole, and now they're letting the into the women's spaces.
Well, I don't feel sorry for them at all. Since as they did it to us first, we can do it to them. And if they try to reject it, we are going to call them a transphobe.
Hey, just remember, Al Bundy had his own bathroom.
Oh yeah. I remember that. He put the newspaper under his arm.
No, he
I
said
was-
the greatest quote. Even though he's a fictional character, he said the greatest quote, and it still rings true to this day. And that is, men don't understand women. Women understand women, and that's why they hate each other.
Exactly. Yep. 100% true.
Mhm.
100% true, man. All right, let's see what this guy
True.
has to say.
Oh, they're not real men, or maybe they're on jobs. Well, there's another factor that I want people to consider is that those 7 million men are their skill sets are directly tied to existential or more physical labor, and shortage of the need for that job. So when you think about 1980s, 1970s, Ford Motor Company going to the warehouse and then working that type of job, those essential jobs aren't necessarily there anymore. And so for those 7 million men, in order to actually prosper in this economy, they have to skill themselves up further than a high school diploma. So the requirements of these jobs that are there, the 11 million jobs that, again, different videos talking about different factors, these men aren't necessarily qualified for. Now, that also brings up a conversation of, well, if they're not qualified, how come they don't get qualified? Well, 25 to 54. Well, if you're 45, 54, how hard would it be for you to go back to school? Just average person. Not saying it can't be done. It's the likelihood. And so when you're that far along the spectrum, because this is a wide range, 25 to 54, that's 20, 24, 19 years. You have to really understand that this is not an easy task.
I think he's making excuses, a whole lot of excuses. I don't know about you guys, but I think men need to work. I know. I talk about 3 or 4s a lot on my channel, and lazy women. What's the only thing worse than a lazy woman, guys?
A lazy man.
A lazy man. You damn right.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? When I was in college, I still worked. I washed dishes. I worked at slinging fast food. I did all sorts of odd jobs in college, but I still worked.
It's true, man. It's true. And it's just sad that you see so many, especially young guys, man. Because here's the thing, AJ and I, we ran a mentorship group in the DC area, kind of like an informal group, and we had a lot of guys that we were mentoring. And the saddest part for a woman is, okay, rock with me real quick. I'll tell you the saddest thing I've seen with a man and the saddest part with a woman. And I've seen this with a man because it happened to a couple guys I used to mentor. But the saddest thing with a woman is when most women say, oh, I don't want kids, or, I don't want to be married, but they're leaving off the second part of the sentence. I don't want to be married until I have a master's degree. I don't want to be married until I make 6 figures. I don't want to be married until I have a house. I don't want to be married until I've traveled to Turks and Caicos in 20 different countries. I don't want to, they have a list. And most women are going to cross enough of the stuff off that list where they want to get married and they're going to have kids, but by then it's too late most of the time.
Seen it.
So there's nothing worse than a woman who has all the boxes checked, has a good income, has a house, and even if she finds a significant other, most of them don't. They want to have a kid, but their eggs are all dried up and their body can't carry a child. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just moved from the DC area 8 months ago. I would see that all the time. All these women just crash coursing into IVF, dude. Because you're 41 years old, 42. Now, for a man, the saddest thing I've seen, guys, and please listen to this. I would mentor a lot of guys who are like, oh yeah, they're like super red pill, almost black pill. F all these 3 or 4s. I'm just gonna bang and clang and and keep my job as a manager at a gym or a manager at Foot Locker and not get highly valued skills, not get a trade, not go to college for anything worth a dang. Now the problem with that, guys, is that these guys, they are going to, if you live in a large city, particularly an international city, you are gonna meet a woman that'll want you to be that man in her life, especially if you live in an international city like DC. There are Ethiopian, Eritrean women, African women, Asian women, Latin women, right off the boat. Won the green card lottery. They're ready to have a family, but you're dumbass. You don't make any money. You're 30 years old. You make $30,000 a year. And these women will date these guys for about 9 months to a year, and then they're going to drop these guys and find someone who can afford to raise a family. And I've had to tell a
Yes.
couple of these guys, this is your fault. This is your fault. You're 30 years old. What have you been doing the last 10 years? 12 years. You graduated high school 12 years ago. So, guys, put yourself in a position where you can pay 100% of the bills if you have to. Get a trade. Get highly valued skills. Get a degree or two in something worth a dang. Because there's
I'm glad I got
you.
my trade.
Yep. You are going to meet, if you live in a major city, you are going to meet a woman who's going to want you to be that man in her life. Anyway, let's go on with this here.
Now, a 25-year-old, yeah, they need to think about some form of education, some way to build their skills so that they can be able to compete in this society. But it is interesting because the 7 million men that is not working, I've heard everything from the dating spectrum. I've heard everything that these men are lazy. And it's really interesting because there's never a situation where any man, whether he sells drugs, whether he works with his hands, whether he's educated or not, there's no man that is not attempting to try to care for himself and also the loved ones. I want you to think about the men in your life. They may not be able to do what you think is a good job of it, but their intent is there. Suffice to say, we have to help skill these men up. Hi, my name is Jonathan.
What do we think, guys? What do you think about what he's saying?
I honestly cannot follow what he's saying. I really can't. I mean, to me, it sounds like he's all over the place.
Yeah.
I think he's just offering excuses. We the skill
I
these
think it's
look.
damage control.
Say again.
It kind of sounds like damage control.
Yeah, I agree. We're men. Life, the biggest differences between men and women are starting to learn this harsh reality when they're older for the first time in history. But men get audited by society. We get audited real quick. You want to know where you're at? Society will tell you 90 to 95% of the time as a man. And women only finally starting to get audited. But unfortunately, most of the time it's after 35. What happened? What happens at 35, guys?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
They smash right into the wall, dude. But men, as a man, you will get audited your whole life. So let's get into this real quick, and then we'll go to this article about why men are not working. So what? It went from 97% to 89%. All of a sudden, it's a crisis. Isn't it funny, guys? When women aren't working, it's for their mental health. And they're looking for an organization that better aligns with their values, or they don't even want to go into a male-dominated job industry with the pay gap and blah, 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 blah. So they're trying something different. But when men don't work, it's a crisis. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys are refusing to be pack mules for a thankless society. It's just like AJ did a video about how the biggest group of military recruits aren't joining the military anymore. And what is the biggest demographic of military recruits historically for the United States, guys? Anyone?
White men.
Anyone? White men. But why would they? Why would you sign up to serve a country that literally tells you that they hate you and that you're toxic? Why? And don't get me wrong, those who do, all of our service members, I salute you 100%. But I'm telling you, man, these young boys, hearing nothing. Why would especially look, man, Doug MPA has been black on this planet for 43 years, and this is I feel bad for the average working class white guy. You guys are the root of all evil for some reason. And I have no idea why. When I say this, guys, white women, white Western women, particularly women in the West, are the most dangerous demographic on the planet. They're the only group of people that can play every single piece on the chessboard. They can be strong, independent. They can be damsels in distress. They can hit you in the face and then cry, and all of a sudden everyone's trying to stop you. It's like, what's going on here? They have the ultimate power in society. Is
Yeah.
white women. They can marry a successful white male, enjoy all the privileges of being with that white male, and call him an oppressor at the same time.
That's
All
true.
that feminists are 304s that have been held accountable for the first time in their life, and then there's this tune changes.
You know what? I wouldn't even go that far. I think that I think that feminists are trying to kick accountability down the road so they don't have to suffer from it. They are actively the agents of kicking female accountability down the road. Because remember, the Germans in World War II, you can't say that in word either. The reason why they attacked Russia in World War II is because their economy was a wartime economy. They had to keep the conflict going. That's what modern day feminism is. They have to keep the conflict going. They have to, or they have nothing. So I don't think that feminists take accountability at all. They're
No,
just
I
the
said
ones.
that they're facing accountability for the first time.
I don't even think that. I think that they're trying to. They're the instrument that's keeping women from having to face accountability. That's what I think.
I think they are, they actually face accountability because, they got ran through, and then a man came around. It's like, no, because you're a 304, and it's like, oh my gosh, you pig.
Yep, exactly. Let's get through the rest of this real quick. Oh, there's long-term societal and economic implications. Oh no. They're not going to say the quiet part out loud. Guys, I'll say it. Men are finally able to explore our options and not have to do what society has told us to do. The majority of us always will, but hey guys, if you could make money outside a 9 to 5, I say go for it. You just make sure to have a time limit. If you haven't done it by 30, get a real job. But I'm telling you, man, like women want 304s want men to do all the hard work, and they want all the benefit.
Yes.
That's what a matriarchal society would be. Was men doing all the hard work and women getting all the money in an air-conditioned office. That is the penultimate goal of the feminism right now. They want the women, and it's funny because I would say that they want the women on top. But did you guys know that 50% of women would rather work for a male boss than a female boss? 50%.
Yeah.
Because they hate each other.
Yep. So these women, we need more leaders. We need more women leaders. I mean, I don't want to work for her, but we need more female leaders. Get out of here.
Oh, the irony.
I'm telling you guys, women really can't stand each other. And guys, in your lives, your sister, your mother, your cousins, your female friends, if you ask them who's hurt them the most, friendship-wise, it's another woman. Who's treated them the worst at their job? Another woman. Women can't stand each other.
All right, I gotta get going, guys. Enjoy the rest of your show.
All right.
Yeah, see
I
you
hope
soon, man.
things get better down there.
All right, later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you.
Okay. It says American men are opting out of the workforce at unforeseen rates. For many, it's not an issue of not being able to find a job. They have simply opted out altogether. So they talked about the 89% and 97%. Well, the early 1950s saw around, okay, cool. The U.S. has a major issue of prime-age men giving up and permanently exiting the workforce, the senior fellow at the Brookings Institute said. What's striking about this is that it doesn't get talked about at all, not in the mainstream media and not by economists. And even though this obviously feeds political radicalization. Now, why wouldn't they be talking about this, guys? Why? Because men have no problems in society. Because of the patriarchy. Because of the gender wage gap.
I'm
That's why
surprised
they're
women
not
still
talking
talk
about it.
this.
Huh?
I can't believe women still talk about the gender wage gap.
Bro, it
How many years
freaking
now? How many years?
kills me, man. It kills me every time I see a reworked version of it. And
Yeah.
these are all women. Oh, there's a pay gap, but you're in marketing, advertising, admin. You work retail. You wait tables. You're a bartender. You do nails. You're a massage therapist. Jesus.
It's always them. Always.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because, guys, I've done videos on my channel about the whole lazy girl job thing. Women can say, I want to be a lazy girl. I want to have a lazy girl job where I prioritize on my mental health, but there's a pay gap. This is women, guys. They can talk out of both sides of their mouth. It's crazy. Says several factors may be at play for men's declining participation at the workforce. Recession often brings down the workforce participation rate. Often the numbers never quite recover. Okay. A large factor may be men's declining participation in higher education. While women historically were excluded from universities, they now outpace men at college at roughly 60 to 40%. It's about 60%. For those without a college degree, unemployment is far more likely. Those with only a high school diploma have an unemployment rate of 3.9% compared to just 2.2% of those who have achieved a bachelor's degree, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. A recent study from this Bank of Boston linked a drop in self-esteem related to the jobs on the market as a possible factor. The drop in men in the workforce has been largely concentrated among non-college educated men. It's these men who face a significant decline in earnings. Over the time span of 1980 and 2019, non-college educated men's median weekly earnings went down 17% after inflation, while college-educated men saw their earnings rise by 20%. This finding suggests that a deterioration of social status is a plausible key factor. Of course, since 1950, there's also been growth in the United States safety social net. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Most factory or manufacturing jobs are gone in the United States, while STEM remains a hot field. Health, education, and administration roles are increasingly in importance. These jobs are often held by women. Men also may be leaving the workforce due to a large dissatisfaction with capitalist society. Now, that sounds like something a woman would say.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
AJ's in the house. She says they wouldn't argue that pay gap until they see that white women make more than black men. Then they don't want to talk anymore. White women are fools. 100% true. 100% true. Aber Dragon says they only outpass us because we no longer give a damn. 100% true. And then gender studies is not intelligence. 100% true, man. Aber Dragon's freaking dropping bombs in here. Caretaker, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And then I saw another new person. CSX4402, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And the link is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to come in and talk about this, because I'm summing up this part of the live stream here. We're talking about men not working. It's just every single new article I like to cover, because you still never see it on the mainstream ever.
Doug,
Uh-huh.
like, do you know the reason why they start caring because men are not working?
It's because men are the pack mules of society, and we do
Yes.
all the thankless jobs, the hard jobs, all the thankless jobs, because someone has to do it. And if men aren't doing it, someone has to do it, because women aren't going to do it.
Yes. Their bottom line, like we are their bottom line.
Yep. We're the pack mules.
Yes. I think the same thing with spicy content. Like the trad cons are talking about, especially Miss Owens talking about like like adult content should be banned. I cannot get that, but I cannot get why they want it gone, because most women don't like it because men are benefiting off of it, and women aren't.
Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. A lot of red pill channels are like, oh yeah, no corn. You have to say it with a C, not the P. But what else?
Yes.
Okay, red pill channels tell guys, look, if you're in your 20s, stay away from 304s. Keep your head down. Put your freaking, keep your head down. Get a highly valued skill, education, and then when you're 35, but what are they supposed to do till then? Look, guys, no, I'm serious. Corn is something that you should use within moderation.
Yes.
But you're better off, using corn. You are bottom feeding at some club and taking some whale home at 2 a.m. on a Friday night. Tell me I'm lying, dude. AJ, what's going on, man? How you doing?
You're not lying.
Oh, I let AJ in, but he must not be there. Anyway, Angel's in the house. Good to see him here. Saw him there. So it says, Jared Highlands, good to see you, my friend. Angel, good to see you. Angel in the house. What's going on, my friend? How you doing?
Hey, hi everybody. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Tell us why you think there's so many men that have just left the workforce right now. Tell us what you think.
How many men left the workforce? I don't know. That's a good question, though. The only thing I could think of is that, because well, I guess in this kind of climate, though, the way the women are, though, you got to be careful of maybe sexual harassment claims. You got to be careful with that. Women don't appreciate men as it is anyway.
Yep.
And I'm thinking those are like a couple of reasons, though. Probably could be because of laziness, though, but I think it's mostly because they're not appreciated. Like, I had a report out about how the men, especially the white men, they're not going to the military.
Yep.
And they're not going in there because they feel like the way the climate is now for white men, because majority of the soldiers, though, that serve, though, they're white men.
Yep.
And what it is that when you have this kind of climate in which you have anti white patriarchy, that kind of stuff, though, and you figured all this stuff is going on, and me, I look for 58 years I've been Hispanic so far.
Yep.
Okay. So I get, in a way, I can understand not being appreciated. So that's what I believe is the reason, though. I mean, they feel like they're not being appreciated in the workplace. They're not being appreciated in the military. They're not probably appreciated at all, though, because of this crazy ideology with the ethnists and all that, though. So that kind of poisoned a lot of these women's minds, though. And then they want to, hey, the hive mentality, jump in, think the same way, and it's ridiculous. And I think that's probably my guess. that would be the main reason why, you know, they're not really going to the workforce as they used to.
Yep. I said it
Yeah.
at the beginning. I'll say it again.
I did a video.
Oh, go ahead,
sorry.
Adrian.
I did a video
real
on.
quick. Hold on. Jared Highland says it isn't worth it to work real hard anymore. For me, the goal we can cut expenses, buy land, and live cheap. Be left alone. There you go.
Though. Yeah. You see?
Adrian, what was
Yeah.
that now?
I did a video on white men, cisgendered hetero white men aren't joining the military anymore.
Yep.
Oops.
Right.
Oops. Oh, but where are the ethnics, guys? Where? And guys, I'm just gonna be on for just a little bit. But you guys have talked about capitalism, right? Isn't it funny how these 304s bring up capitalism all the time? Guys, I just had a thought just now, right when I was listening to the show. Guys, isn't like Marxism and stuff the most female thing there is? Because you think about it, capitalism is a naturally masculine thing. If all four of us were on deserted island, we would automatically have a hierarchy based on who's worth the most to survival. That's a masculine thing, right?
Yep. I agree.
So any guy that espouses this Marxist socialist stuff is a vagina. Period. Period. I just had this thought. It just came to me just now about how anti-man this egalitarianist socialist Marxism is. It's anti-man, and that's why it's permeated this gynocratic society we have. It's just like it completely. Like I just had an epiphany just now during Doug MPA's stream. Guys, it's crazy. And all these guys that are trying to talk about socialism, they're just as bad as these male effeminists that are like, yeah, man, guys are assholes, man, but I'm not like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That have no game, so they're trying to weasel into the draws. But yeah, guys, seriously, any guy that's a socialist or a capitalist, I'm telling you, is female genitalia. That's all he is. So
yep, I know, because freaking like naturally masculine things that aren't in Marxism, competition,
Nope.
freaking hierarchy,
Nope.
accumulation of wealth,
Nope.
Resources.
Nope.
It's just naturally masculine parts of being a man. Marxism is not in it. And women are communal. Well, you know what's funny? Women are in this weird thing where women were naturally communal and tribal, and they still have those instincts, but now they hate each other now.
yeah.
So you have these communal instincts, but then you make the community toxic because modern women can't stand each other. So it says, I'm hearing my voice back. Is someone not wearing headphones or something?
No.
Let me.
All right, I'll cut off my mic just in case.
Hello. Okay, that's good. I'll. Okay, cool. All right. Let me finish this up real quick. It says, many jobs are simply not satisfying. Gee, is this a woman talking? Yep, Yvonne Biskin. I knew it, guys. I knew it. Anytime someone talks about not being happy, it's a woman. Not being happy at work, it's a woman.
Yeah, but Doug, that's nothing new because women are never happy no matter what.
Yep, true.
No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what happens, though, even if it's perfection, they're never happy. They're never satisfied. So
Yep,
what else is new?
Yep.
Then they're angry that it wasn't perfect fast enough.
Yep. Exactly.
No, they always find a reason, though. That's what it is.
Yep. Be
No matter
perfect,
what.
guys.
Yeah.
Be perfect, bro. That's all you gotta do is be perfect. It
Oh,
says,
yeah.
working for others who get the benefit of our physical labor and intellectual property is not rewarding either emotionally or financially. People want to work doing jobs that matter to us. You mean women want to work doing jobs that matter to us? We want to use our creativity. We want to matter. And many businesses, employees simply don't get treated with the respect and support that we need and want. People will walk away from them. All I have to say is men have been doing the hard jobs, the thankless jobs in the sewers, on the roofs, freaking, getting deleted in war and stuff. We don't ask for thanks, praise. We want respect. And how's that going in society right now, guys? How's that going? Exactly.
Badly.
All right, let me get to the next thing here. Because so now we're going to get into, I want to get into these articles about how, like this woman here. Wait, where are you? I quit my job with nothing else lined up in a terrible job market, but I have no regrets. And then this one. Gen Zers are saying no thanks to promotions for reasons that go beyond money, to promotions. And then this one, it says, a millennial who quit Fidelity and Salesforce is one of many choosing to descend the corporate ladder for less stress. But before we get into these,
See that, Doug? Those are examples into why is it that women are self-destructive, though? Because instead of like trying to move up and build up, they rather go down and then just descend into I don't know what they're gonna descend into. But
yeah,
it's brain damage. It's ridiculous.
Angel,
it doesn't make any.
It's I'm down here. I don't want to move up, but you know what? I want everything. I want stuff pulled. I want stuff pulled down here with me. That's what I want. I want to be down here, and I want the government to mandate me making more money. That's what it is. So let's look at some of these women getting laid off. Let's go.
I just got home and I have an email in my inbox letting me know if I got laid off or not. So we're gonna read it together. Let me just get inside. The walk to the laptop, the longest walk ever. All right, let's do this. Let me set you guys up. So for those that don't know, I work from home and like an ed nonprofit. I'm not gonna say a name.
At an ed nonprofit, because of course she does. These women in their jobs, man. Like, how do you not think that? And guys, why do these women film themselves getting fired or laid off? Why?
Exactly. I don't understand that.
There's so many stops to fail. You have to, 1, get laid off. 2, set your camera up. 3, record. And 4, hit the upload button. What the heck is going on here? And guys, don't get it twisted. If you have a job worth a dang, well, fortunately, most of these women don't because they work at nonprofits and admin, all this crap. But if you're an actual professional like me, any job I would get at my level, they're gonna look at what Kevin Samuels calls your digital footprint.
Yep.
They have facial recognition, voice recognition. They'll have a contractor on standby to scrub social media to see what you're about, to see what your Facebook pictures look like. They can even look at old MySpace photos.
That's right.
Be careful. Stop doing this stuff, ladies. What are they doing?
And Doug, I even found out, this is years ago, I found out that even if you delete an account or delete something like this, that they could somehow find out that you deleted this. Yep. They could backtrack somehow, find out that you deleted it. And I said, whoa, you kidding me?
Oh, you mean the Wayback Machine? It's called a Wayback Machine. They can find deleted videos. Even from 20 years ago, they can still find it back.
Yeah, they can find. I didn't know that, man. I said, what? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
So even if she deletes this, they could find a way to find out that you deleted this, and they go back to that, and they can track, and they can say, you see, we got this. You see that? And then she take, but damn, I thought I deleted it. No, we found out. They found out. Just like Pyro said, go to the Wayback Machine. There we go. We found it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta get that sound effect. I'll make sure to have the extreme, that rewind. But anyway,
you gotta borrow the DeLorean. I think it's the DeLorean that AJ uses. So you might have to get another one.
Oh man, I know we can use the DeLorean to go back in time and tell this woman to get a better job besides a job at a nonprofit.
Yeah.
You know, 75% of the nonprofit sector is women. 75%. Yeah.
So why do you think that is?
It's because nonprofit. Okay, women want to help others, right? And like women are more concerned with titles and helping people than they are money. And nonprofit, they give you these big titles. There's this infrastructure in place where you get all this praise and you get all these titles, but no real money. Women can say, I work at a nonprofit that gives kids water in Kenya. And then all these women are like, oh, really? You're helping people? Yeah, but you work 80 hours a week making $40,000 a year. But you have all this stuff to talk about. All this stuff to talk about, guys. That's why women like nonprofits.
But that's cap though, because then they complain about, oh, we're making less than men. Well, you're doing this. Well, what did you expect?
Yep. That's why, guys, I'm telling you, in my lifetime, women on average are not going to make more than men. Because I think it's going to stay at, excuse me, at where women are going to make more below 30 in major cities. But that 35 spot, where men start out earning women and it stays that way, is always going to be there, guys. Always. Always.
Find it, and they're doing layoffs just like everyone in the world. And originally they said, oh, like, don't worry, your team is fine. Now they're like, we don't actually know, so let's find out. Dear Stephanie, I'm writing to share that your role as blah 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 has been eliminated in the organizational transformational process. Oh my gosh, right? Due to organizational shifts, your FY23 role has been eliminated and there's no offer available. They're committed to helping me find my next role. How great. Again, I'm not sad. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Working at a nonprofit, dude. Heck to the no. Another one.
I got a random meeting on my calendar. I hope I'm not going to.
I can't play this one because it has music. But the she's talking about the okie doke, guys, is if you're in the private sector, well, like in general, and you receive an email you receive a meeting invite where it's your supervisor plus HR person, you're gone. You're gone. Let me see if I can play it.
I'm sorry, I will try.
All right, that's it. I can't play anymore because I don't want the screen to get taken down. And that's one of the hardest parts about finding content on TikTok is all these cringe, all the cringe music.
Hello and good.
Oh dear, this was gonna be fun.
In a surprising turn of events, I got laid off today. That really sucks. So yeah, let's talk about it. I was just at work and I get called into a surprise HR meeting.
Told you, HR is women's friend until it's not.
Nope.
Yep, I'm telling you.
That is not really ever a good thing. And as soon as I walk in that room, I knew. I was like, oh. So, back to square one again. I feel like I'm always looking for a job somehow. Like all through college, I was looking for a summer internship or a summer job. And then I was looking for a full-time job. Now I gotta look.
Is it me or is the way she's talking, her mouth looks all weird. It's like she's only moving part of her mouth, right?
Well, like a Muppet?
Yeah, like a Muppet, exactly, like a Muppet. It looks like there might be someone behind her with their hand in her back, making her mouth move. Watch it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, man. Look at this.
Do you know those video games with bad lip syncing. It's like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone. It's like she laid over her own voice track or something. What the heck is going on here? Watch your mouth.
I gotta look for another full-time job. You know what I mean? I feel like I've just done a lot of job hunting. But that's okay because I feel like there are a lot of jobs.
You see it now? You see it?
Yeah, like a Muppet. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's like her
weird.
mouth is like moving like about 15 different places at once, I think, or something like that.
And her bottom lip is all over the place too. What the heck?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's strange. I
Mhm.
don't know. That's weird. I don't know. Well, anyway.
That I think that I would do a good job in. And, you know, this could be time for something new. Like, I'm hoping to find a space industry job. I think that would be awesome.
Wait, what?
And, you know, getting laid off sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I said in a video the other day, I was like, oh, I don't have any more tears left to cry in my body. That was a lie. That was a lie. But to be fair, this is something worth crying over, my honest opinion. Just like losing a job, no big deal. Yes, it is. So, yeah, I think a lot of people come to my page for a
Yeah, Jared Hyland said, yeah, AI. It could be. That's a hey, it could be. Telling you, man, it's just weird. I can't unsee it.
source of comfort in kind of like tough environments where it's like college, looking for a job, high school, etc. But like now I need to be that for myself. So I think what I'm going to do is just be sad today because it sucks, you know? And then I'm going to fix up my resume, start looking for something new, and then we're going to see what happens. Gonna contact my college's career services, see what they have, because you know they do a lot of alumni type of things. But yeah, it sucks getting laid off. I'm not gonna lie. I only worked for about a month full time, and I'm
Jesus Christ.
Wait. She worked for a month?
Just a month? Wow.
That's it? Oh my gosh.
moved for this job.
Fucking month.
Oh, okay. So she worked at another full-time job for a month and then moved for this job. Okay. I thought she said that she only worked for a month.
Oh.
And she's
Okay.
this bit about working for a month. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. You
I'm
just
not-
got there for a month.
Yeah, right?
right now, but that's okay because I'm gonna figure it out. I've always survived my worst days. This might be one of the worst days I've had in a long time, but
And of course she can't resist posting about it on her TikTok.
He's a survivor.
Yep. I'm a survivor. I'm not so deep. I got laid off. What? Telling you, man. These women.
Well, listen, I'll be honest. You know, that happened to me. I mean, I got laid off before at one point, though. But all you
Did
can
you
do
get
is
any
just deal with
sympathy,
it.
Angel? No, you didn't.
Huh?
Did you get any sympathy, Angel? You didn't get any sympathy at all. None.
Sympathy. I don't even know what that is. Sympathy. No. You gotta pull yourself up in the bootstraps, and as I used to say back in the day, you gotta go pound the pavement, and that's it. Sympathy. I don't even know what that is. Somebody explain that to me. I don't know. I never had that. They used to tell me, "Well, you gotta find another job." I said, okay, that's it. That's what I had to do. That's the way it is. Go find another job, and that's it.
Yeah. Steve M says that it almost looks like she has a mini stroke, and then she's just weird and a very messy and clear look at that closet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
You probably get in there, you'd be lost forever.
Yeah.
I've always survived because the worst day is the same length of time as a good day is. Happy Tuesday.
Oh, poor woman.
I'm still
All right, so-
lost. Like, what? I don't get why they post that video. Is it to get sympathy? It has to be to get sympathy or something.
Yeah.
I don't
told
get
you.
it.
I think
all
so.
these women are part-time influencers, part-time content creators, part-time digital marketing, blah blah blah. Who to what's it, blah blah blah. That's what it is. and all of them are holding on to these dreams of social media grandeur, man. Like, look, I do this part time. AJ does this part time, and I, I would actually kind of fear being a full time content creator because I think you see almost everything in life as content,
Yes.
and like a lot of women, I don't think, I don't know, man. Like, uh, I think a lot of women see their lives as content, and like when men do it, we at least want to get paid for it, but like women want the attention for it. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, reality TV stars. When reality TV got popular, the hardest part about reality TV is that okay, when you were famous, you used to be able to be rich along with it. Reality
Yeah.
TV stars were the first celebrities that were famous and not rich. See, if you're rich and famous, you have enough money to remove yourself from the regular populace, right? Reality
Yeah.
stars did not. So a lot of these women are trying to get famous without getting rich. Could you imagine just being famous for no reason? And guys, who was the getting famous for no reason OG? Who was the first one? Who made it popular? Do you remember?
I don't know. Oprah.
Wait, famous for no reason?
Yep, famous for no reason.
I don't know. You got me. I don't know.
Paris Hilton.
Oh,
Remember her and Nicole Richie? They had that show, but like Paris Hilton.
oh yeah. Oh,
What
okay.
did Paris
Yeah,
Hilton ever do in her life? Ever? Nothing. But
nothing.
she built a brand off of what? But she was also part of that S tape generation. Remember that she her tape got leaked first before Kim K's did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
I
it
remember
used to be. Remember back in the 2000s, Angel, where you know you you could leak a S tape and then all of a sudden get famous. Remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
People, it got leaked. It didn't
They used
get
to happen
leaked. Get
at
out of
times.
here.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
At times, there used to be some celebrity every once in a blue moon leak out a tape about sex tape or whatever those. So
Yep. You
yeah, I
got
remember
it.
that.
So it says, I quit my job with nothing else lined up in a terrible job market, but I have no regrets. So this is Basant Shinauda. 27 is one of LinkedIn's biggest career content creators. There it is. She once quit a toxic job after less than a year in a tough market and with nothing else lined up. The experience taught her to continuously look for a better job opportunities and work-life balance. Okay. She says, I'm a Gen Zer and one of LinkedIn's biggest career content creators. I create content on topics like job hunting, promotion, skill development, and I onboard LinkedIn's biggest clients as a technical project manager. Before I got this role, I had to,
So I've seen Twitter users use LinkedIn. Like, do you find spicy content in there also?
No, not LinkedIn. LinkedIn's an actual professional job site where you can search for jobs and stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. LinkedIn's legit. It's not a corn site. It says
that's good.
before I got into this role, I had to maneuver my career and leave some toxic jobs and work environments. One particular job made me incredibly depressed. I realized it wasn't a good fit for me. In the first 2 to 3 weeks, I quit. 3 weeks, and I quit in less than a year. I actually wish I'd prioritized myself and left sooner. So let's see what was so bad about her job, guys. Are you ready? Sorry, I'm getting over being sick. At the beginning of my career journey, I tried many different things. I was trying to learn about the different industries, but also find what I was good at and what I liked. I especially liked working at technology and lifestyle companies because, of course, lifestyle companies. And I found their marketing and sales strategies really interesting. Why? Because you're a woman. Women love this whole marketing thing, man. I don't know why. Ugh. And it's funny because a lot of female-dominated industries, the best at those industries are men. Fashion. All the best fashion designers are men. You know, even makeup. You know, some of the best makeup people in Hollywood are men. gay men, LGBTQ men, but men nonetheless. Yeah, Carlos said it. A professional career dodger, 100% true. One job was particularly hard because of the management style. I was expected. One second. I was expected to work constantly from 9 to 5 in the office without taking breaks, with the manager overworking me and still thinking I wasn't productive enough. I didn't feel like management cared about my career development or my well-being. This girl's, what, 20, 27 years old? No one has to care about you at 27 years old. No one has to care. No company has to give a dang about a 27-year-old college graduate. No, you haven't earned it yet. You have to earn your look. I understand decency, respect, but caring. What's that? Oh, I heard something.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, but yeah, it says I wanted to be able to work on impactful projects at 27, and I especially sought mentorship and support towards my career aspirations at 27. I was still figuring out what that meant, but I had a lot of ambition to prove myself at 27. It was important to me not only to have a workload that I felt supported through, but also the space to be able to voice my concerns, ideas, and workload issues. Nobody cares. The entitlement, you guys. The entitlement. Angel, I think that I asked you this last time. What were you doing when you were 27? Do you remember?
What was I doing when I was what was I doing or where was I working?
Working.
Oh, at that time. Oh, no, man. At that time I was working at the post office.
Yep.
That was like around the 90s. Yeah, let me see. 88, 90. Yeah, around the 90s. Yeah, at that time.
Yep.
And I did what I had to do, and I went in there and I was a mail, what they call a mail processor. I worked inside. I wasn't a letter carrier. I worked inside. I was processing mail so that way the carriers can be it was like an overnight thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that way the carriers can deliver the mail in the morning. So that's what I did though. But I went in there and from 11 to 7:30 in the morning I was there.
Yep. I would I had started grad school and I was waiting tables at a restaurant and then I was working for a state agency back in my home state. But just nobody cared, dude. But this is Gen Z right here. Unfortunately, it felt like the only thing that was important to the company was completing our deliverables as quickly and mechanically as possible without making any mistakes. Gee, really? How dare they? I gotta have that Greta Thunberg sound effect. All these sound effects. I gotta write these down. Because of the immense workload, I was prone to making mistakes, which my manager never took well at all. I decided to quit less than a year into the role to protect my mental and physical health and well-being. My work schedule meant constantly working with a short lunch break and being expected to work late to complete all my tasks. I didn't have time for a social life and even too tired to even try. Ultimately, I quit after less than a year without any job lined up. I wanted to take care of myself. The toxic work environment had really impacted my self-esteem towards my career capabilities. I was an international graduate on a short-term visa who needed a job to stay in the country, so deciding to leave added a lot of stress in a different way, but I knew I was still better off leaving and focusing on myself. After I quit, I took a period of self-care. Of course she did. Women with these terms, man. After I left the job, I spent time ensuring I was returning to my health basics, like eating well and spending time with my loved ones. I took a 6-month break to focus on myself and some personal projects. During this period of self-care, I started my venture to coach other Gen Zers. Now, what's she going to coach other Gen Zers about? Quitting a job?
That's what she's doing.
My career consulting focuses on my experience as an international student and woman of color and how I navigated work processing visas. No, and how I've navigated work with visa processes and gotten into big tech. Working for myself towards my career ambitions really helped boost my mental health and confidence again. She was counseling other people at 27 years old. That's where we are, guys.
What is she gonna see what it is, Doug? What it is that these I don't know, man. Today's women, they're like, they go into the workforce, and then like after whatever period of time, though, all of a sudden they want to be like influencers or coaches or whatever the hell it is, though. I mean, I don't know what it is with the draw of doing that, but that's what it seems like a lot of them are doing, though. And they really don't have it. Like, she's 27, though. I mean, what in the world are you gonna tell a 50-year-old that this person doesn't even know already, though?
Guys,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, put in the chat what advice you would possibly pay a 27-year-old woman for. I said advice, guys. I didn't say pay her for anything else. You scumbags. I said advice. Keep your brains out of the gutter.
I think in my case it's too late. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Telling you, man. 27
Big
years old.
advice.
Yeah. So she says,
Yeah, I
go
think you're pushing it at that point. Paying a woman for advice.
Well, White House says, I would pay for advice on something and then do the opposite. 100%
Yeah.
true. Good plan.
Yeah, that's true. That's it. That's it. So.
Telling you, man. 27 years old. What does she know?
She
Nothing.
don't know nothing.
Telling you.
Being in a job for 1 year and quitting? I mean, what else can she say? Nothing to say.
I know.
No?
Does she have a
Nothing to
trade?
advise.
Nope. Does she have highly valued skills?
Nope.
What? I don't know, man. I don't get it. So she says, timing is incredibly important. I left my problematic job during a bad job market, which greatly stressed me. Mental health is beyond important, but it's also important to have a sense of financial security during these tough times. I recommend always assessing the risk of leaving a position, especially if you don't have a backup plan. I also recommend that workers continuously look toward future job opportunities and look at the career as a staircase. You'll never get from point A to B in a straight line. Sometimes you just have to take things step by step and take on projects for your next role that'll bring you a better work-life balance. Okay. Wait. I was fired from my new job after 3 days. It taught me what? Whoa, hold up a second. Hold up. Callie Nguyen, 24, was fired from her job as a director of digital marketing. I told you guys. It's crazy, you guys.
After 3 days?
You know what? We'll just read this one too, guys. Carlos X, thank you for the $5. I quit a full-time job at 27, less than a year in, a huge mistake. Couldn't land a full-time job for 8 months. Only landed one when I replaced the guy who died of a stroke. Yeah, well, Carlos, good job actually finding a job after that. But my dad told me straight up, some of the best vacations are the ones that you didn't count on. So you got to be able to look. There's certain things where, okay, follow me real quick. A furlough was created because manufacturing, the times where needs would go up and down, they'd lull and then increase the needs of a factory. So they would furlough people if the manufacturing need was down, and then they call you back when the need rose back up, right?
Right.
But there's certain things like government work. Government people can't get furloughed or shouldn't be furloughed because the work never stops. Searching for a job is another one of those where if you're searching for a job, it never stops. But in government, searching for a job, all that stuff, the best place to do is find a good place to stop that day and start again the next day. If you feel like you're doing everything that you're possibly doing to find a job, you say, I'm going to spend 4 hours a day or 5 hours a day working for a job. And if you feel those 5 or 6 hours or 4 hours with what you're supposed to be doing, try to enjoy the rest of the hours of the day. Because once again, a lot of times, if you don't have a job, the next job you get, they could be working you to death, and you probably won't be able to take a vacation for a long time. So if you ever do get laid off or fired from a job, try to enjoy it because once again, some of the best vacations you can have are the ones that you didn't plan on. Okay. And it says Nguyen, that's how you say that. It's like win, but with an N. Nguyen says
Yeah, Vietnamese.
says mental health and employee respect in the workplace is important. She emphasizes Gen Z's unwillingness to settle for a toxic work environment. Okay, before I started as the director of digital marketing for a medical spa.
Medical spa.
What is that?
Digital marketing for a medical spa. These are the careers that women pick, guys. This is it.
Well, what the hell is that?
Exactly. Tell me what that is, guys. Digital marketing director for a medical spa. The spa. I gave my boss the benefit of the doubt because I just wanted a job. What could go wrong? Turns out everything. While I've worked many jobs, this director role was my first paid full-time position in digital marketing. I rationalized that maybe I was going through a learning curve or that I had just had the jitters. But on the third day of work, when I left my desk for a quick mental health break, oh, I need a mental health break. Oh.
You only there for 3 days.
I was fired on the spot.
Oh boy.
To be fair, I saw the red flags, but ignored them. I read the negative Glassdoor and Google reviews left by my former clients and employees. One review said that 5 employees quit within 2 weeks. The review underscored that the employers should not mistreat their employees regardless of their age. Also, before I even started the job, I agreed to change my role from client care coordinator to director of digital marketing without changing my hourly pay of $16 an hour. Immediately, I was fired. I felt like a failure.
She was earning 16 as a director?
Yeah. You know what?
No.
Let me look up this girl on LinkedIn because I guarantee
Molly
you.
Nguyen. She's Vietnamese. It's a Vietnamese name.
LinkedIn. Let me because okay, yeah, here she is. Let's go. Let's see what she has her degrees in, right? Oh, well, I can't show it because I don't want them to. I can't show the actual LinkedIn because I want people to see my face. Anyway, okay. Digital marketing coordinator. First off, she lives in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, one of the poorest states, one of the poorest cities in the United States.
Yep, that's right.
What does she have her education in? Where is it at? Hold on, where are you? Where are you? Okay. Okay, well, hey, hold up a second. Okay. So she has a bachelor's of science and a bachelor of interdisciplinary studies in biology and biological sciences. Then she has a certificate in biomedical sciences from Baylor, and then she has a master's in health administration. Yeah, I mean, they're not the most worthless degrees, but she could have did better.
Yeah,
and in fact,
could have. Yeah, I think so. She's pretty though. She's kind of pretty. She could have done better though. I think. Yeah, you're right.
I think that I looked this girl up. Who was that last girl? The last one we looked at, and she has a bachelor's degree from a college in Germany, and then she has a master's from Harvard. The last girl that we were that worked for LinkedIn. Anyway, it says I now feel that getting fired after less than a week of employment was a blessing in disguise. The experience taught me that not every opportunity is a good opportunity, but more importantly, protecting my mental health and having employers see the value in me is more important than earning money. How old is this woman? 24 years old.
24, yeah.
A 24-year-old social media marketer, guys. Okay.
It's always people in my age group.
Always, man. Always. It says, my boss refused to take my advice. I didn't think it was a big deal that my former boss wanted me to switch gears to social media marketing after I applied on Indeed for an office coordinator role. After all, I did list my social media marketing skills on my resume. After I accepted the new role over the phone with her general manager, I look forward to honing in on my creative skills while helping a small independent business grow and gain more customers. But how can I help someone who refuses to listen to my advice? It's because you're only 24 years old. My boss wanted her social media. What's that? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry. I was gonna ask her. She wants to be an influencer also.
Dude, I guarantee it's going to be in here somewhere. I guarantee it. She says,
boy.
my boss wanted her social media marketing to look a certain way, showcasing stock photos of attractive women with outdated fonts. I showed her the analytics on the low-performing social media posts and that I knew how to update her online presence to gain more customers, but she refused. Now, look, guys, she refused to absorb anything I had to say. So I followed her creative lead until I became overwhelmed by her demands, guys. Women can't stand each other. And women, in public service, I've never had a bad female boss, not one. But I'm a man. But most women can't tell you the same thing. They'll tell you their worst boss was a female boss. She said, I was shocked to find out that my boss wanted more from me than what I produced. On my third day, I started only 3 days, guys. I started a project to build posts for the company's social media accounts and research her competitors' special offers. I presented everything she asked for. She seemed happy with my social posts and the offers that I found. She needed more from me. Without warning, she asked which products the other medical spas use. I spiraled into a tailspin. Guys, what do you say? 3 days on the job. And like, one thing that I've learned is usually the first couple of months on the job, you keep your eyes open, your ears open, and your mouth shut. And guys, wait till you're settled in, you know who your allies are, before you start offering up your services or your skills. If you're new, let people think you're new. Don't be like, oh, I know how to do that. Hey, wait a little bit.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
You know, don't offer up your whole hand of cards up front, guys. Don't do it.
That's like jumping the gun.
Yep. Let them figure out where they can put you, guys. Don't ever try to carry the place in your first year, even. Because here's the thing: a lot of the older people will give the new people all the work and then just watch them do all the work while they sit back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because they want to see how you work. They want to see how you act and everything like that. Though then they'll have a better idea about, what you. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yep,
that's the way it is. Though they will do that.
Yep. All you do is keep a cheerful disposition. You know, say hi, smile whenever someone says something to you. You know, have some funny stories and some anecdotes maybe, but don't offer up any of your skills. Say, hey, tell your boss, I'll take whatever you can give me. And they say, oh yeah, we'll start out slow. Start out slow. Don't ask for more work. Are you guys crazy?
Exactly.
80%, no. 20% of people do 80% of the work. And you want to make sure that you're one of the 80% that doesn't do all the work. I'm telling you, I was raised. Go ahead.
I mean, how should I put this? As long as you get more money out of it, I would understand. If you get what I mean.
But the biggest problem is she's freaking 24 years old, man. 24.
Yeah, she's just starting out practically.
Yeah, she's looking at $17 an hour for the next 3-4 years at least.
Yeah, probably.
She's just getting into the workforce. You should be happy you even have a job. How about that?
Yeah. There you go. Facts.
Yep. She says, I didn't know anything about specific products in the medical spa industry. I didn't even know what she wanted me to research. She never brought up my level of product knowledge in our initial interview, nor did anyone ask me to find out about the competitors' products when explaining the project to me. She said I should have known to research different products used by our competitors. Then she launched into a list of other deliverables that I should have done. After a few minutes of her feedback, I felt overwhelmed. Okay, now this is kind of a lot for her third day, and for $16 an hour, ain't no one
Yeah.
talking to me crazy, man. Heck no.
Mm.
Well, that's not true. At 24, I mean, I was still working retail at 24, so I probably would have dealt with this probably. I stood up and told her I needed to take a break, so I walked towards the front door. She tried stopping me. I didn't give in. I already vowed to never let anyone disrespect me at work at 24. I said, ma'am, respectfully, I need to step out and take a breather. I'll be back in a few minutes. And no wonder she got fired, man. Can you imagine saying that to your boss when you were younger, Angel? Could you imagine?
Yeah, they would have said, you want to go outside, take a break? Go ahead. Keep walking. Go ahead. Keep walking.
Yep.
Don't come back.
Don't come back.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't come back. That's it. That's it.
Yep. Don't just take a break. Stay on it. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
She said she fired me saying that I wasn't gonna work out for her. I thought to myself, oh, awesome. As I tried to keep my demeanor professional, I was so pissed off. To be fair, I wanted to quit. So she got me before I got her. As I approached the front desk, I looked at the general manager and trainer and told them that I was fired. The general manager offered me a recommendation letter despite all the drama. I said goodbye to my coworkers after 2.5 days. I felt like a failure about, What's that?
No, I was just saying, wow, 2.5.
2.5 days. I felt like a failure after 2 days and about 6 hours of work on day 3. I said goodbye to my coworkers, told them I was fired as I walked out the door for the last time, but I really felt depressed too. I texted 911 to my mom. While she was at work and started sobbing on the phone with her in the parking lot. I kept apologizing to her for being a failure, even though I knew I worked in a toxic environment. Afterward, I spent a month in bed. What?
What's in bed? Doing what?
Oh, okay, yeah. Afterward, I spent a month in bed while working remotely for another company. All right, cool. All right, at least she was working.
Okay.
I thought she spent a month in bed doing nothing.
Yeah, okay.
I've been in the workforce since I was 16 and 17 years old and have worked with various age groups. That said, some Gen Z workers are lazy and unreliable. I've seen the TikToks that say that Gen Z is rude too. At the same time, we want what everyone else wants, for our employers to value us, to enjoy our jobs and work environment, and to receive proper training so that we'll thrive. The problem is you don't get all this when you're young. You just don't. You have to have highly valued skills. You have to earn the respect. Gen Z wants employees to respect them for just working there. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. Just doesn't.
Mm-hmm. True.
Says Gen Z knows that there's somewhere better for us. While the older generations might have put up with toxic work environments, we're speaking up for ourselves and not settling. I'm more than happy to receive constructive criticism as long as the feedback does not cross the line into degradation and disrespect. The workforce continuously changes. Employers must be open to flexibility, growth, and change. The entitlement. How entitled does it sound, guys? The entitlement is crazy. Says Gen Z knows that somewhere is better for us. If we don't get what we want out of a job, that's why I'm working at a reputable advertising agency that respects me, advocates for mental health, and cultivates a fun and enjoyable work environment, because that's what women value more than status and money. I don't need any of this if the paycheck's fat enough. You guys know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. True.
Mm-hmm. I'll dry my tears with freaking $100 bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It says, as an employee, it's not on me if a boss doesn't want to learn or be flexible. I can't help a boss to grow, and I can't grow in a toxic work environment, right? Nope. Telling you. This is Gen Z, guys. And they're just now coming into the workforce. These entitled, spoiled college brats that think that they're going to be able to bring their work culture, their freaking, DEI, their pronouns, to your organization.
This may be controversial.
Oh, wait. Give me 1 second. Let me see. All right, so let's look some more at some women getting laid off. Look at this. This looks interesting, doesn't it?
Oh boy.
I knew you guys would like this one. Watch.
So I just survived a layoff. Fun. Am I safe? Nobody is. Actually, 40% of Americans get laid off in our careers. So yeah, this kind of freaked me out because I just bought a house. Great timing.
That was really smart.
But
And here's, dude, I guarantee you she's by herself. I guarantee it. I actually went out with a woman when I first moved down to the South, and she was 28. She had a bachelor's and a master's degree in industrial organizational psychology, whatever the hell that means.
Nope.
And
Industrial what?
Industrial organizational psychology, right? So she got a job where she did outreach for internships and externships for like colleges or whatever. So she would connect colleges to like jobs, like internships and externships. She had her first professional job for 4 months, and she bought a house. 4 months. She was a student for 6 years, and then her first job out of college, she bought a house. I couldn't believe it.
I hope she paid off her student loan debt first before she bought a house.
So speaking of that, because I went out with her before the student loans started back up, and she honestly thought that Sleepy Joe in the White House was going to forgive the student loans. So she's like, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have no idea. I said, what did you even? She's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna work on a hope and a prayer. And she was dead serious. She was dead serious. But that's a lot of these women, guys. That's how between divorce and taking a risk like that. That's why so many more single women have houses than single men. That's why. Razy Gamer in the house.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Go ahead, Pyro.
Yeah. And the next thing, if she had that money when she bought that house, because I know, I know how houses are expensive. Did the money she spent on the house could have paid off her school loans debt?
Yeah, probably, man. The down payment that she put on that house probably could have taken care of her student loan debt.
Yep. So now she got the student loan debt and the mortgage she got to deal with.
And no job.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Jared Highland says, I'm lazy-ish also. To know if I can throw shade, my goal is to work as little and set up to be out of society and let it burn. Also work for a government job that had to have DEI HRBs every few months. Sounds about right. Banned from the Republic of Palau. Good to see you, my friend. He says, if I had student loans at the time, I would have stockpiled the money and paid it off once it was confirmed. But the problem with that is that makes sense. A lot of these women don't make sense. Ragey Gamer says, really, I just want to get my work done as best as I can, go home, and hopefully get paid reasonably. Sounds good. Matt Demo, I saw you in here earlier, but to you now. Good to see you. Life is like a strategy game. You have to pull the right moves 100%. Vulcan Cannon, good to see you. Let's see how she's gonna cut up this watermelon and if she has anything. And what's with the ears on her? Oh yeah, it's women and TikTok.
She's probably contacting Mars, maybe though.
She's gonna beam up to Mars away from her mortgage, away from her mortgage and her student loan debt.
Yeah.
Actually, knowing the government, they'll freaking they'll find a way to garnish her wages on Mars too. Of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was chatting with you on the server and I learned a lot. Like the percentage of people laid off tells you a lot about the company without them actually telling you. So when should you freak out? If it's like less than 10%, your company's probably doing okay. Those cuts are usually due to performance, leadership changes, removing a product line, mismanaged roles. But above that, For companies planning ahead, you'll typically see a 10% reduction, like these. For companies that didn't plan well, you'll probably see something like over 25%. That's a big red flag for a shit show to start. Not great. At this point, you should ask yourself, do you believe in the leadership and the company's strategy? If not, I think you should start looking. If you've been laid off, I'm very sorry. I hope you got a fat severance package and you bounce back soon. For those who haven't, layoffs are scary as hell. They shake everyone's psychological safety. You might have survivor's guilt. You might have to do everyone's jobs who got cut. I linked some.
Wait. Hold up a second. Survivor's guilt for not getting laid off? What? Is that a thing? I'm supposed to feel bad for not getting laid off? See, this is women, man. This is women. So, wait, let me go back to what she said. Hold on.
Haven't. Layoffs are scary as hell. They shake everyone's psychological safety.
So, psychological safety.
You might have survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt.
You might have to do everyone's jobs who got cut. I linked some useful articles down below to help give you some perspective and hope this video helps. Stay safe, y'all.
Well, she has her TikTok career, guys. She can fall back on that.
OF.
Exactly. OF is always waiting in the wings, isn't it?
Seems like it. Oh boy.
This should be stunning, right, guys? Make sure to drop a like on the stream. And if you're watching this after the fact, drop a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And hit that super chat button. All donations are appreciated. Thank you so much. And let's see what this girl is talking about. I got laid off from Disney.
So it happened. I got laid off. No, I'm like dead ass. Like, I don't know why I'm laughing. I just don't know how to act. I just got a meeting invite with my manager and the HR.
There it is, guys. I keep telling you. If you have a meeting with your supervisor and HR person, you're going to lose your job. And once again, like I said earlier in the stream, HR is women's friend until it's not.
Like things to ask, like what do people usually ask when they get laid off? So I feel like I was pretty prepared for that exact moment. Kind of weird to see like my manager being like super professional and really not showing any emotions. It honestly feels like a breakup. That's one-sided. I didn't lose access to everything like right away. I have all my benefits until like end of August. And then my severance starts after that. I honestly don't know who got laid off or like which teams got laid off. I think it's still happening this week. When this happened, I just really didn't know like who I should call, if I should message my coworker. Literally couldn't think of anyone to like run to.
I wonder, are you supposed to communicate if you got laid off to other coworkers? I don't know. Have you guys been laid off? I've never gotten laid off ever.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you get laid off. I'm not gonna say anything to my coworkers though. They probably already figured out I was laid off anyway though. So there's nothing to communicate.
Yeah.
They probably go look around and say, well, I guess Angel's not here though, so I guess he got laid off. Because that's what it is. Because my thing is that they would already know, that there's rumors going around. Well, they're gonna start laying people off. It's just a matter of who's gonna get laid off. I mean, if you started early, you're in. I mean, you got seniority. If you started kind of late, then that's what they lay off first though. Usually, so they'll look around and say, "Well, Angel's not here though, so I guess they gave him the boots, and that's it." And then some cases they'll call you back and all that, but that's how it usually happens. But I don't say anything though. I mean, they let me go. If they lay me off, they lay me off. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yep.
I mean, it's a matter of like if they call you back and if you want to go back. Because the thing is that I'm not gonna be waiting for them to call me back. It could be like a few weeks or a month or whatever though. I gotta pay bills, so I gotta go look for something else. If I find something else before they call me back, then I'm gonna go to the job that I'm going to right now instead of waiting for them to call me back.
Yeah,
it's just the way it is.
Yeah, Rich Goodson says to talk to coworkers and then lose your severance benefits. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Oh.
Jameson in the house. Good to see you. I'm in student loan debt up to my ears, but TikTok will save me. 100% true.
Oh yeah, TikTok will save. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna save all of them.
Really get
They're gonna
get
be
them roses.
Yeah, I know. Are they roses? Yeah, they're like that 0.0111 cent. Guys, I did a video on my channel of those women begging for roses to get.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
This woman got like $30,000.
But what is it though? Is that like, you supposed to? How do? It's supposed to be like you get a certain amount for like a number of roses or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh.
Because I heard about that one time though. So I wasn't too sure.
So these women would just go live and just be like talking and stuff, and they'll say, "Hey, give me roses," and women and simps will freaking send them roses to pay off their student loans, and they'll just go live every night and just go out, just go throughout their regular business stuff, just talk and chat and answer questions and stuff while people are giving them money. And I haven't seen one guy doing this, not one.
Yeah. Because men are resilient. They always find a way. Women are always looking for help or a handout or something like that. Yeah. And then you have all these, oh my gosh, that's too bad. And then you got these soy milk simps though. Oh honey, don't worry, I'll help you. Yeah, okay, you moron.
Yep.
Out of here.
Got it.
Yeah, it's true.
Like women couldn't get away with most of the stuff that they get away with if it wasn't for all the simps.
Facts.
But I'm telling you, man, that's why I'm talking trash about Gen Z, but a lot of these Gen Z boys. That's the thing with. I always say that '90s raised guys are the most romantic men that ever existed, because we had Urkel trying to get Laura. We had Cody trying to get remember Step by Step. Cody was trying to get the blonde chick, and then Roger was trying to get the sister girls. All the music was just 90s R&B is nothing but simping, bro. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like and I love 90s R&B, man, but like it's just simping all day long. And but I say 90s guys, we're the last generation of like thoroughbred simps. And it's funny because a lot of us were rejected in our teens and 20s, and now we're red pill demons now, guys.
Yeah.
Demons.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why we don't sing any more love songs anymore.
Well, the love songs. Okay, the love songs they used to sing like it used to be like with Doug. You remember the song with Babyface? I'll buy your clothes.
Yep.
I'll pay your rent. I'll cook your dinner. Wow, he's good. And I thought about that. I said, well, he's kind of probably But now that I think about it, it's like, wow, man, Babyface, what's up, dude? I mean, now especially if you just sing that now, they'll probably say, what's up with this guy? Pay your rent, boy. Women will love that. Women this day of age will love that. If he was to sing that now, forget it,
dude. Boys to men,
women will be breaking down the doors to get him. Though, you kidding me?
Every single song except Motown Philly was just a simp anthem, dude. That I'll make love to you, simp.
Yeah.
Just all of or even worse. You remember? Don't leave me, girl. Stay with me tonight. Simping, dude. Simping.
You don't forget. This is the end of the road.
Still I can't let go. Simping, guys. Just simping.
But I can't let go.
Exactly.
You belong to me. I belong to you.
Jimber.
Wow, man.
Girl, I need to know where we stand.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Very special thing called love. I know the simping, guys. This
I remember that.
Stop, thoroughbred, whole wheat simping.
whole wheat.
I'm telling you, man, we were the most romantic guys that ever existed. We got curbed. just curbed because the 90s with women was where demon time started. You know, the whole nuclear rejection and all that stuff. And I'm telling you, man, and like that's why most of the red pill content creators are in their, are like, 38 to 50. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It was the 90s. It was hard. It was hard out there, man. You want to talk about the Chaddingtons and getting all the women and the nerds not getting none? The 90s, bro. The 90s. It's crazy out there. Oh yeah. Racy Gamer said it. Myra on Family Matters and Michelle Thomas was way above Laura, dude. Let me just let's do a comparison real quick. Because Myra was fine. She had a pair of cans, didn't she? Holy crap! Look at that.
Oh yeah. She's pretty. Yeah, she's very pretty.
Yeah, she had.
Oh yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
Yep. And then freaking who played Laura? Laura Winslow. Family Matters. Look at her now, dude. Oh my god.
Hit the wall.
Yep.
Slammed into the wall.
Straight up, man. Oh my god.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Look at her face. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I would take Myra any day. Look at
yeah, she's
Michelle
pretty though.
Thomas,
very
man.
nice though. Yeah.
Dang. But she died of breast cancer when she was like 30, 32 or something like that.
Yeah, that's too bad though. Man.
Yeah, yep. But I'm telling you, man, my girl back in the day was who played Dion on Clueless?
Stacey Dash?
Yeah, man.
Stacey Dash? Yeah.
Stacey Dash was it back in the day, man, back in the 90s. Oh,
that was
man,
before that was before she turned crazy.
Yep. But look at that, man. She was fine. You give me like a 5, because I'm talking, give me a 5'10" Stacey Dash, dude. Man.
She looks Brazilian as hell.
Yeah, dude. Yep. Now she's all beaten down. But yeah, but the 90s, man, shoot. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
It looks like women in the 90s just look better than the women here in like in the early 20s, like 2023 coming right up. Like women now are just ugly.
Well, it's because women now have look, especially black women. I'm gonna sum up the look of black women, not all, but most, like this. The reason why, okay, what group of women is easier to imitate than black women?
Well,
I don't know anymore.
White women, right?
No. Black.
Wait, what's that again?
What, like, modern black women, just like caricatures that can be imitated by. All they need is a wig, nails, makeup. I'm telling you, man. That's why.
I see what you mean. All right.
That's why they say there's so much violence, against African American. It's because it's so easy to emulate, ratchet ass black women.
Yeah, most of them sound like men.
Yeah, if you're like a skinny guy, and you can fit it into like a dress and like put on a wig and put makeup, all that makeup on. A lot of them try to pass, and then you're grooving in some club and stuff, and then you go back to someone's house and you reach for the gold and you find sausage down there. Tell you, man.
That's gonna be like culture shock.
To put it lightly, man, culture shock. Nothing. That's like Could you imagine that happening to you, man? Could you? I can't imagine that happening to me, man.
Oh, I thank God it never happened to me, though, man.
Yep.
I don't want it to happen to me, though.
Yep. But anyway, let's get back to this lady.
I didn't tell my parents yet. I'll tell them by the time this is uploaded. I hope the job market is just not trash right now. Obviously, this is the first time it's happened to me. This is my first job. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I definitely should have worked on my portfolio, but I didn't.
Oh, so sad. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I think I have a couple more here. We're coming up on 2 hours, and I think AJ is live tonight. So I try to go to 2 hours because I don't want to bite into his stream because I really want to watch what he has. Okay, last one, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. And I'm gonna do multiple streams on the job market, guys. Because there's a lot to talk about. I just wanted to cover all this. Wait, what? Hold on.
I just got home and
no. What's that one already? Why are you not showing any sound? The sound is off. That's weird.
It's not muted, right?
No, it's not. Sometimes it does this. Full screen. Huh.
Seems like this website is bugged.
You can increase the volume, maybe. No, there's no way to do that.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me get rid of her here and put her here. The sound isn't available. Anyway, whatever. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up because we've been here for about 2 hours and 6 minutes. Pyro, what do you think about this whole Gen Z? Women getting laid off, women trying to find organizations that fit their values, not being heard, blah blah blah. What do you think about all that?
I think it's all foolishness, and they should just get over it and start working. Remember, they said they're strong and independent, and they don't need no man, and they can do everything by themselves. Prove it. Prove it. Stop complaining. Prove it. I don't want to hear it. That's all I have to say to them.
Yep. Pyro always says it nice. A nice quick summation of it. Good job.
Yeah.
Angel, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with Pyro though. I mean, listen, they want to be strong and independent and that kind of thing. Though, just put yourself up in the bootstraps. I've been there. Just put yourself in the bootstraps, and as they used to say back in the day, just pound the pavement and just go and keep going though. I mean, no one gave me sympathy, when I got laid off. So, that's the way life is sometimes. You just got to go do what you got to do, and that's it.
Yes, agreed.
And even, I'll put it to you this way. I'm 58 years old, but even if I was in this generation, around that age group, I wouldn't be going on TikTok, saying, well, this is what's happening, or I know I'm going to get I'm going to get laid off by the company. Just wait. I wouldn't even dream of doing that kind of thing, though. That's not my priority. My priority is to go. You laid off, good. All right, go find a, get over it, go get a job, and that's it. That should be the main priority, though. Never mind about going to TikTok. Forget that, man. Because more likely, though, most people ain't going to care anyway. I don't. I mean, I got to go do what I have to do as it is anyway, though. So, like everybody else. That's it.
As a man, society doesn't care, and women are starting to experience what that's like for the first time.
No, society doesn't have to owe anybody anything. Me, you, anybody.
Yep, 100% true.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, hey guys, I started a membership tier called the Crime Files on my channel because I like doing my Awful Women and Their Foolishness series about women who have been accused of, prosecuted, or convicted of various crimes, but they get limited monetization because YouTube does not like you talking about women who committed crimes. So join the membership tier. It's $4.99. It's $4.99 a month. It's less than a cup of a coffee each month, and you're going to get at least two videos of me talking about. I dropped one today where this woman and her daughter called a Lyft and had the Lyft driver drive into a basketball court, and they did a drive-by shooting out of the Lyft.
You serious?
Oh my God.
Yes, man. Yes. So that's up today. So join the membership for the crime files. You'll get at least 2. I mean, it's gonna be a lot more than 2. But these are women who financial fraud. These teachers sleeping with their male students. All that stuff. I just get limited monetization. So join the membership tier. It's $4.99 a month. I'd really appreciate it if you want to support me in the channel. Angel, thank you for joining. Pyro, thank you for joining. I'll see you on AJ's stream because I'm head over there. Ragey Gamer, Carlos X, Whiteout, Dante's Inferno Purgatory, Steve M, Jared Highlands, Jameson, Garrett Grant, Bam from the Republic of Palau, Rich Goodson, Vulcan Cannon, and everyone else. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'll see you guys. I'm actually out of town next weekend, so I'm probably going to go live on Thursday this week. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys over on AJ's stream, okay?
Yeah,
All right, no problem, dog. See you later, guys.
All right, see ya. Bye.
See ya.